Recording. Welcome. Hello, my friends. I'm so excited to be here with you and just kind of wanted to review a few things and make sure we're all on the same page and taking full advantage of what we've got going this month, both from corporate and from our team. So I wanted to start by letting you know that Tamara shared a corporate calendar. It's always when they do those corporate events, I don't ever see them until last minute if she happens to post them on Diamonds in the Making, and then I share them, but it's usually super short notice. So it's so nice that we actually got a calendar for the month of corporate events. And so I had already had a calendar made. Thank you, Brandy, for doing that for us. And so I did have her add in notifications whenever there's a corporate event into our team calendar. And so I will be posting that if you'd like to share it and save it for your own reference. I'll post that with the recording of this meeting in the comments. Okay, so the Wellness Warriors team calendar for March, and then below that you'll also need the corporate calendar that Tamara shared. I'll share both together. So that'll be nice to have everything all in one place right there. So just watch for that. I'll post the recording here on Leaders Lifting Leaders. So just wanted to let you know mostly about the changes on Week of Wins and what to expect and how to take full advantage of this. Guys, I know there's a lot of people that haven't been taking advantage of these, and I believe in these so much. The people that are using them consistently and using them well are really, really benefiting, and so I'd love to see more people benefiting, but I realize they're absolutely not perfect. But that's why we've been investing so much into trying to change them up every month, improve them every month, and I think we're almost there. I'm so excited. So what we have noticed over time is that when we have the guests are super engaged and excited at the beginning of the week, and then probably towards the end of Wednesday, Thursday morning, we really start to lose a lot of them. They're not engaging as much. They kind of seem maybe to get overwhelmed and just kind of check out. So the focus is going to be on how to keep that momentum and the excitement going, to put more information, more condensed into a shorter period of time. And so we are keeping their attention for the most important info, and then really helping them go all the way through the process so we're not losing people. So in March, we already had a Week of Wins scheduled, so we're going to follow through with that, but I am cutting it down to a 5-day week. So the post will actually only be Monday. It starts this Monday, the 12th, through Friday, and then I will do all the winners on Saturday. So that way we can fit more information into less posts. I'm trying to condense things down and just focus on what absolutely needs to be shared, with a few testimonials on there, like the most important things that we see. And so I'm also looking back through January and February, which posts had the most engagement. We do have the same basics for each one, but they're a little bit, I try to change it up and keep it fresh each month for people that, for the ambassadors that are attending again, and with guests, hopefully, so it's fresh and new and exciting for them. So anyways, I'm cutting it down from 4 posts a day. There's even one day I think that had 5 posts. So I've just decided we're going to have to try to cut that back so we're not losing people. So I'm cutting it down to 3 posts a day. Every day, Monday through Friday, there will be a morning post, an afternoon post, and an evening post. Depending on what time zone they're in, obviously that'll be different, but we can let them know to expect 3 posts a day. And then on each post, or at least like every other post, there will be a reminder that, make sure that you're commenting, make sure you're asking questions if you have them, so you go into those drawings on Saturday. So I'll do all the prize giveaways on Saturday. There will be no like info posts or whatever, but they'll know, you know, that they want to be engaging and commenting, so they go into those product drawings and the giveaway drawings on Saturday. I'm trying to kind of struggling with this, so I wanted feedback on it because I've kind of tried both ways, but I think it's probably better if we do announce at the beginning of the challenge that at any time they decide to join and order a welcome pack or upgrade to ambassador, then they will go into that grand prize drawing, which we'll be doing on Saturday for 7 winners for free memberships. And the reason I kind of want to move it to the beginning, I did do it on one other one, and I feel like we did, you know, maybe it helped a little bit, rather than waiting until the end and then announcing like that's how they go into the grand prize drawing. So let me know if you have any opinions on that. And we can, let's see, what else did I have? Oh yeah, you guys, it's so important too. I just want to emphasize that if you feel like you're adding people to these, but you're not really having success with them, you've got to keep them engaged. You have to be actively on the Week of Wins as well. You can't just put them in there and then say, okay, my job is done. I'll follow up with them when the week's over and see how they liked it. You really have to be on there and make sure that you see them commenting. And if you don't, you want to, you know, reach out to them, shoot them a text or a voice message and say, hey, I just wanted to make sure that you're seeing all the info on the Week of Wins. The info is so, so important for you to know as you're starting your products. It's going to be so helpful, and I want to make sure you get every possible chance to win because they're giving away some awesome stuff. So just like keeping them, making sure that they're commenting and being engaged, and maybe tag them once in a while if you see that they're not, but talk to them outside of the group at least, like I would say 3 times during the week about it. Like sound excited and have confidence that that info is really beneficial to them and that the prizes are awesome, so they want to be commenting. That's really, really, it makes all the difference. I mean, I've seen it, the ambassadors that are really like holding their guests' hands through the group or through the week, they're, you know, typically the ones that are having success with them joining at the end, or, you know, getting excited, even some of them ready to share. So be engaged with your guests. I shared a video that Adrienne made about the high five for Week of Wins on Wellness Warriors. She shared it on her team page as well. But it's really good. I mean, she just really emphasizes the same thing, how to keep them engaged. You know, when you see a post about a product that they're just starting, make sure you tag them and say, this applies to you, this is your product, or whatever, you know, and that you're following up with them outside of the group. So with the Plexus at a Glance contest, just a side note, I have seen a lot of people saying, you know, that they're struggling with getting responses or whatever. You guys, the follow-up on that is so, so important. You get more responses with follow-up than you do on the messages. So make sure, I'm sure at this level we all understand that. And we know that it's the follow-up where you even expect, you know, to get more responses and more interest. But a lot of those new ambassadors, you know, they don't know that. They think, oh, I already sent them a message and they didn't respond, so I guess they're not interested. You know what I mean? So you've got to make sure that you're coaching those people and getting them to do the follow-up with that. There was and I'm not just talking the follow-up message when they send the password that invites them to join the Week of Wins, but then, you know, whether that's the one you send and then they don't respond, or whether they don't respond to the original one, then there's just a super simple little follow-up suggestion in there that's, you know, hey, just making sure you saw my message. I know life gets so busy. I totally get it, but I can't wait to hear what you think. I mean, something that simple can get a response out of a lot of those that won't respond otherwise. So just wanted to point that out. So, all right. Then we've also, for April week of wins, I wanted to talk about how that's going to be different. So we're breaking it up into two 3-day challenges in April. And I'm so excited to try this. I mean, obviously it's going to be new. We're going to try it and see how it goes, but I'm really excited. And so far, it seems like the feedback I'm getting from ambassadors is they're really excited about it too, because a few of the benefits that we already know are that it only being 3 days, it's going to be much easier, not only for them, the guests, to stay engaged and not lose interest or get overwhelmed, but it's also going to be easier for us as their ambassadors, making sure that they're staying engaged and tagging them as needed and following up with them outside of the group as needed. So, and it gives us 2 separate opportunities to invite people to throughout the month. So those are some great advantages we know. And also it will give people the chance, even if they want to offer only a 3-day sample with another product that they may want to try. So it'll be more affordable and it will give more options for sampling if we choose to do so. So I do have those scheduled, and I want to make sure that we're really proactive in setting them up well. So we're, as a team, making sure that we're getting invitations out early, and then that we, are following up with people and saying, okay, orders need to be in. Make sure you get your products before we start on Monday. I still want to do Monday through Wednesday, because I notice we get more, and it could just be that that's the beginning of the week of wins. But I really do believe overall, Monday through Wednesday is better versus, Wednesday through Friday or whatever, because people tend to get busier and check out a little bit maybe towards the weekends. So I don't remember whose idea it was. I think Rosa saw another group being created where they call it a
I stole that from one of my friends.
It was you, Tara? Okay, thank you. Yeah, it was so cute. The spring clean your body. So I was thinking we could call these a 3-day spring clean your body or whatever like that, something like that. And have invite blitzes a week and a half before, like 2 weeks to a week and a half before, and then make sure that we are being proactive on making sure that those that have agreed to participate are having their products ordered in time before we start as well. So I've marked dates out on my April calendar. The dates that I chose for the 2 April 3-day spring clean challenges are April 9th through the 11th, and then April 23rd through the 25th. So those, because they're 3 days and it's less time to fit more info in, what I'm thinking is we will do 4 posts a day on those and still do all of the product giveaways and membership giveaways at the end. Since we're breaking it up into 2, I won't do as many product giveaways for each, and I will do less memberships. So what I'm thinking is 3 product giveaways for each, which would be the BioCleanse, the X Factor Plus, and the ProBio 5, and then we'll do 3 membership giveaways. But I won't announce any prize giveaways until the day after it's over or whatever. So that way we can fit as much info as we possibly can into those 3 days without overwhelming people. That's the goal with that. So anyways, I hope you guys are really excited about this, because I really feel like we, by doing this, we're going to be able to really hold people's attention longer, get more info to them quicker, and just kind of seal the deal with people faster, which I think is important. Because you guys all know, like, working with potentials, the longer you draw it on and just keep giving them more info and do you have any other questions, that can really just, like, you know, turn people off or freeze them up. It just keeps them hanging for so long. The faster you get to the point where you're like, okay, are you ready to order or to go over ordering options, or do you have any more questions? The faster we get them to that point, then we all know the more successful it is. And people just like to be told what to do. We know that, right? So it's great if we can just get them lots of info really fast and then say, okay, here it is. And then we'll do prize drawings. So that's kind of the thought with that, and breaking it up into 2 different ones, I think is going to be so great, because you've always got something coming up soon that you can invite people to. It's super, super affordable with the 3 days, even if you want to do the, offer up the 3-day trials. And you have so many options, you know, Slim and Edge, Slim and Block, Slim and Accelerator. And so I just see lots of benefits, and I'm excited about that. Okay, so do you guys have any suggestions or feedback on the 5-day March Week of Wins, based on what I shared, or the 2 3-days in April? Anyone? Okay, are you guys excited about those changes? I think they're going to be awesome. Yes, thumbs up. Okay, good. All right, Super Silver, if I'm being totally honest, like, I haven't put a lot of effort into promoting this like I should have. My focus has definitely been elsewhere. But I know I've seen some awesome posts on other team pages really promoting it. We just want to make sure we're keeping our, you know, especially the ones that this applies to. I think we've all, probably a lot of people here, have people on their team that can totally benefit from these extra bonuses this month, that they're, you know, already in a position where that the Super Silver incentive is very doable. Some are already meeting it. Some met it last month, and so they just have to maintain it.
Can I ask you a question about that?
Yeah, sure.
So some of the girls on my team, because they're like so close to gold and the welcome packs don't count to go to gold, they're like, oh, well, you know, it doesn't really, you know, I'm going to get Super Silver anyway if I don't.
Oh, so they're not pushing for gold because
it's so, because the welcome packs don't count for gold. So then they're like, well, then I have to have 100 over that. So I'm like, but then you would go gold next month. But it's like very, very odd. Do you have any like ideas on how to address that? Because that's the
I see Emily stressing out, but you're muted, Emily.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Sorry, I was just laughing because I was thinking exactly what you just said, Tara. Well, but that sets them up for next month. Why would you not want to?
That's what I said, especially
so have to do it next month. And then it's going to be May before you go.
Well, and they want to be gold for convention. I'm like, if you want that gold on your name tag at convention, you have to get it by April, guys.
Right.
I don't get it, but I was just wondering if you had any
I think idea. Just remind them of that.
Yeah.
I did. It's very, I'm very, March is not normally how it's been on my team this month. It's very quiet, especially after having the promotion last month. And I'll be really honest, the promotion, it wasn't like we like, okay, everyone work really hard. It wasn't really, it's just everybody just doing what they normally do. Mm-hmm. So it's very interesting what's going on right now. So I was just curious if you had any ideas.
So you think kind of the mindset of those girls that are obviously on track for it, that could
there's a few.
They're just kind of like, oh, well, I don't have to do anything this month because I'm already going to earn some extra money.
I don't think they're saying they don't have to do anything, but why should I push for gold right now when I won't like get it? this month. I'm not quite sure, but that's kind of just like, either I have people really pushing to get to that 50 because they're not there yet, so they want it, or they're in between the two and they're just like, oh, well, I'm going to get it anyway, but if I push for gold, I won't get it because I won't get that extra on that welcome pack. So,
well, I have an idea, and this is a thought out, like, planned idea that I know will work, but it's just like kind of a little light that came into my head that will be perfect to go along with splitting the week of wins into 2 in April, right? Which, by the way, I love because it gives us 2 weeks to focus on getting people in and then 2 more weeks to getting more people in. Do you know what I mean? It's like a constant instead of just once a month. But what if they focused on bringing them in and helping them get that extra 100 PV over so that they do get points from them? Like if they said, like, say they're doing the triplex and the X Factor, that's just like 6 3-day trial packs that they could buy to say, look, buy 6 3-day trial packs, and that gives them the 100 PV if they did the X Factor 2, or it should be about that, right? Close anyway. And then you've got 3 to sell to people for the first challenge in April and 3 to sell people for the next challenge in April. Like you're setting yourself up.
That's a really good idea, Emily. That's a really good idea.
I like
that. Because in your back office, you have an option too, the bundle to do the 3 of, well, you can do a 10 of accelerator and block, or you could do a 3 of block and
I mean, we have to look at the PV to see exactly how many, because it might not be exactly that, but like, what if they just added 1 product and then some trial packs and just, here you go, you're ready to go next month.
That's such a good idea. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going to share that with you.
I love that.
I love it too.
And you do qualify for my $25 reimbursement that I do ongoing, right? For any new investment?
I do, but my team doesn't.
Oh, okay. So it would apply only to you. Okay.
Yeah, so it applies to me, but my team, what I do with them is I actually have I made like an incentive kind of similar to yours so that.
Well, then how could, that is such a great way to present it, like Emily said. And then,
out of honesty, like how many people really take advantage of that incentive on your team? Because a lot really, even though I mention it, don't really take advantage of it on mine.
You know, it seems like every time I remind people of it, I'll get a few. I was consistently getting probably 3 to 4 a month for a while there, but then I just forget to promote it. And then every once in a while.
That's what I was going to say. I think there's so much out there. We focus on what is right in front of us, and at least I can focus on like maybe 1 or 2 things, and the rest, no matter how great it is, just kind of
I agree.
goes to the wayside. So
yeah, but what I find is when it's fresh on their mind, and they, you know, someone says, I just got a new ambassador or whatever, or she's thinking about, or we're talking about ordering. And then if I do bring it up, a lot of times, like, you know, there's a lot of people that go for it if they know about it. It's just, you know, I'm not real consistent about reminding people of it. And the ones that use it, you know, a couple do it consistently, but most of them, like, I think they just kind of forget it's there. But
I actually forget it's there too. But Emily, that was a great idea. So I'm gonna
especially if you're promoting it as a way, you know,
to go into April.
Yeah, and to set themselves up for a growing team immediately, and they get an incentive back for doing so. Like, there's so many advantages to that.
Now, I wanted to let you guys know too that I am working with Chastity, and I'm going to open it up to all of you guys. We're still solidifying a date. I actually just texted her, but I'm going to be doing a Gut Glam event. So I'll open it to everyone, and we'll do it before. We're going to do it either very end of March or very beginning of April, so it will push into that first trial.
Awesome. Ooh, that's great. I'm excited. That's what Emily wanted to do, one of those. So, well, hey, that's awesome.
Especially, since that's like my why, or my big old focus right now is to get my body and healthy and everything for, you know, to get dress for the gala. So I've been really pushing for like the external part. And that's what I've been doing on social media talking about now more and more, and how that connects to my gut.
Love
what's
that.
happening. So
okay,
we're going
to try to do that. Invitation. I would love to put that out to everyone, because I
will as soon as I get a graphic, and we're working on it. So
love that.
I will get it out to everyone. So.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, perfect. Well, I know, Tara, do you know if Adrienne did a little Zoom about the Super Silver Challenge? And I know she did a great job with it, but I don't know if she posted the recording. I asked her, but I asked her.
It's on my, I shared it on my team page. She did. She has it on her team page too. She tagged you.
I looked for it.
She tagged all of us. She tagged me, you, and Chaz. All of us. Okay,
then I'll share the recording from that with this recording, so you guys can all watch it and share it with your teams. It
had to have been last week. She did it.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I was searching through her team page, but I couldn't find it, because I know I saw it at one point. But
how about I'll just text it to you, because I'll just look on her YouTube page. I know it's on there.
Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. So I'll post that as well. That way you guys can just, rather than take the time here, you can watch her video and how she's promoting that to her team, because she's so good at stuff like that, like getting her, people excited about it and ideas and motivating and stuff. So other than that, I just kind of wanted to let you guys know the game plan, because there are some changes and I hope you're excited about them. And I think that they're going to be really good. And corporate's giving us a lot of stuff now. I feel like we almost don't even have to plan much ourselves, because it almost gets too overwhelming if we have too much. Because honestly, I didn't plan any power hours this month. Tamara had so many on her group that I'm just borrowing those, and then corporate added in so many extras. So it's nice that we have so many opportunities. I think it can get overwhelming. So I think that's why it's helpful to have it all in one place. So Brandy made me a calendar, Tara. I don't know if you came on before that, but that has all of those on there. So I'll be sharing that, so you guys can add them to yours or share it or whatever you want. Just have it for reference. So, all right, great. Well, does anyone have any other thoughts or anything before we go? Okay, well, let's get back to work. Follow-up is key, right? All right. Everyone have an awesome day. We'll talk to you later.